Hello, everybody. My name is Alexander Kazina, aka Kozibear, and you are watching the fifth installment. Can you believe it? We're already at our fifth installment. That's 5 weeks so far. Well, 4 and a little bit of change, actually, of my Pokemon Emerald Cross Nuzlocke run. This is where we are endeavoring to make our way through Pokemon Emerald Cross, which, of course, is a lovely quality of life fan mod of Pokemon Emerald, following and adhering to the rules of a Nuzlocke challenge, which means that when your Pokemon dies in battle, it is dead forever. And man, oh man, we have had some pretty tough times as of recent. Last stream, 3 Pokemon that I had real high hopes for, Lombre, Numel, and Machop, all passed away. It got a little bit scary when Machop passed because we were in the middle of training for the normal type gym, and I figured that without his fighting type capabilities, we'd be in real big trouble. But thankfully, that was not the case. Let's go ahead and let's jump right into tonight's stream. So, something worth pointing out right here, right up front, is that I am going to be gone next week. I'm going to be visiting the Iberian Peninsula. I'm going to be visiting Spain, España, to reconnect with friends and family. And because of that, I will not be able to host a stream this week. Next week. In fact, I will not be hosting any streams at all next week because I would rather be enjoying my time visiting everything that Spain, visiting everything that Barcelona has to offer, than make content for you people. By the way, don't take that personally. It's nothing against you guys. Y'all are very nice peoples, but you got to do something for yourself every now and then, all right? All right, well, now that we have the opportunity to battle trainers far and wide in the seas of Hoenn, we actually have a very good opportunity to train up some of our electric and grass type Pokemon. Will be a pretty fun way to kind of kick off today's stream. And look at that, they're actually really low leveled, so this is going to be real quick and really easy for us. Probably not gonna level up as a result, but hey, what can you do? Man, we really need to get our hands on like Mega Drain or Giga Drain real fast, because I feel like Karzani is really suffering from not having access to either. So let's have a look at our party thus far. We have Karzani, the Gloom. We have Tanok Cal, the Minun. That's something that I came to a realization about the other day, by the way. Originally, I was always under the impression that it was Minun because it made more sense. We're talking about plus and minus, num as in number, Minun, but it's actually Minun, M-I-N-U-N. We have Gali, my Marshtomp. We have Krika, who is, of course, my Anorith. We have Pohatu, my Graveler, and we have Liwa, my Wingull, or Pelipper. He evolved into a Pelipper at the end of last stream, who's sort of been the MVP of my team thus far. Without a doubt, Gali, the Marshtomp, will continue to be a mainstay on this team. Liwa, even though they kind of shared a bit of typing, will also continue to be a mainstay because he's really kind of pulled his weight and really kind of taken me by surprise throughout this journey. I suspect that Karzani will probably stick around too, because once it evolves into Vileplume, it'll have pretty decently strong stats, and, you know, Grass and Poison provide some valuable coverage. The other 3 Pokemon in my party, I'm not certain. Tanok Cal, another Pokemon that has really pulled its weight in battle way more than I ever would have thought it would be able to. Pohatu, another Pokemon that has pulled its weight as well, but I feel like in the long term, its dual ground rock typing won't serve us very well. On top of that, it is also one of those unfortunate Pokemon that we won't be able to evolve into a Golem on our run. So yeah, it won't be able to kind of quite live up to the same potential as some of the other Pokemon around it. Krika, this is where things get interesting. Krika, of course, the newest addition to our party. We got him at the very tail end of last stream. He is, of course, an Anorith, a rock bug-type Pokemon that evolves into a slow but very powerful Pokemon by the name of Armaldo. And I'm thinking that he would make for a good mainstay on our team, but obviously we will have to kind of keep going and seeing what the rest of our adventure yields to us before we arrive at a definitive answer. Now, there is a new Trick Room challenge that we can take on here, but I'm actually going to spend a little bit of time surfing around, getting to kind of rediscover some of these areas with access to surf before we go in there, because I want to capture a bunch of new Pokemon in the... Shit, that is level 35. That is way higher than I thought it would be. I guess it would make most sense to send Gali out because he has strong, like, ground-type moves, but this is a little bit scary. Oh, he used Constrict. Well, I guess we don't have to be too scared. We should probably... Maybe we should run after this, though, because I am getting a little bit apprehensive, if I gotta be perfectly honest. Okay. Let's see here. First things first, let's go ahead and let's heal up our Marshtomp a little bit. Now, I will say, like, that level 35 Tentacool that we encountered a moment ago, I'm pretty sure that's, like, the strongest that we could possibly encounter a Tentacool at. I don't think that they get that much stronger than that. Now, right now, the route we're exploring doesn't have a whole lot of secrets to it, but it does have a rare candy on an island a little bit north of here, so we're going to go and check that out. Okay, so he's finally using Bubble Beam on us. We're going to see just how effective of an attack it is. Well, and that was that. Pretty powerful, so like we shouldn't, you know, let our guard down, but I think we're mostly going to be okay. And look at that. Now we've achieved parity with our opponent. We are level 31, and we've learned Takedown. However, even though Takedown is slightly more powerful than Strength, the downsides of Takedown, namely that it only has 85% accuracy and, of course, hurts ourselves a little bit in recoil, are not worth it, so we are not going to learn it. Also, I just remembered, man, there is so much stuff that opens up after you get Surf in this game. We now have access to New Mauville, which is the underground power plant-esque facility that we can visit in order to gain some cool new Pokemon and cool new items. One of those cool new Pokemon is none other than Magnemite, who can be evolved into the very powerful Magneton. Of course, in subsequent generations of Pokemon, Magneton is able to be evolved into Magnezone, which is an even more powerful Pokemon. However, of course, when the creators of Pokemon originally conceived Magnemite and Magneton, they did not think he would evolve any further than that. So Magneton by himself is actually quite powerful, and he would make for a very good addition to our team. Unfortunately, Magneton is 4 times weak towards ground-type moves. However, he is also the much-coveted Steel-type, which means that in a lot of other situations, he would make for a great defensive pivot with a lot of special attacking power. So, yeah, I'm definitely hedging my bets on us getting him. Now, there is one problem, which is that there's another Pokemon we can encounter in New Mauville, and that Pokemon, of course, is the one and only Voltorb. I don't hate Voltorb, I don't hate Electrode, but they are definitely the lesser choice of the two Pokemon, so fingers crossed we'll be able to get ourselves an Magnemite. Also, I should probably not bother with fighting these guys. They're really weak. Not really worth our time. I'm a little bit sunburned, by the way. I made sure to apply copious sunscreen when I went out on Sunday, but I didn't really apply a lot of sunscreen to my forehead, which is why it's especially noticeable there. I need to do a better job at that. I used to really hate applying sunscreen as a kid, but I've come around to it. I definitely don't despise it like I used to. All right. Just for the fun of it, I'm actually going to go ahead and establish a secret base here because I like how it's sort of on its fun, neat little island all by itself. It's also located in kind of a cool location of the game. I don't necessarily love this secret base layout because I like it more when it's just a large spacious room that we can take advantage of, but hey, it's still neat. All right. I should probably, you know, I had to make sure that I switched out to Marsh Stomp earlier because we had encountered a level 35 tentacle who was quite powerful, but for these other tentacle, I should probably have Minum at the front of the party because Minum will be able to really kind of take advantage of the experience that they'll drop. Man, I don't remember. I thought getting the rare candy at the center of that little island over there was going to be easy, but it's weirdly difficult. I don't know what's going on here. I might also, considering that we have quite a bit of surfing to do, I also might want to consider getting a rappel as well. That actually might be worthwhile. Sorry, Wingle. Okay, I think I might have to actually backtrack a lot more if I want to get that rare candy. Oh well. I'll go back and I'll get it later. Actually, you know what? While we're here, while we're in Mauville, we'll talk to Watson so we can chat about getting the key to New Mauville. Thank you. Well, thank God I came through and could turn off that generator. Now, what's great about that is by doing that, we'll be able to gain access to the TM for Thunderbolt, which is a move that obviously will be of great significance and importance to us on this upcoming run. Oh, look at that. I didn't even realize that there was an item there. I think this guy gives us a good rod. I'm not going to explore the rest of this route over here just yet because that's the route to Winona. And I want to kind of get caught up on, you know, some of the other areas within the game that we haven't had a chance yet to re-explore with surf. All right. There are not a ton of areas where we're going at the moment that have like surfable areas, but there are a few, like this one over here, and this one does allow us to gain access to some items of importance, some of which I think might be hidden around here, but some of which are obviously in plain view, like that one right up over there. So, might as well. I don't know, I don't remember what Pokemon you can encounter in this pond. I think it might be like Marils, I want to say. Yeah, it's a Marill. It's a pretty decent level. Actually, Marill, a Pokemon that gives a decent amount of HP, so I'll get some decent experience points from this. Goodbye. That wasn't that much, actually. Alright. Let's get on with it. Alright. No water this way. And definitely no water this way, but there will be more water if we just keep fast. Oh. It's probably not good that I put Minum at the front of the party for this part, to be honest. Doesn't really have a lot of moves that are really super effective against these guys. I'm gonna just run away. No reason not to. We're not really on the lookout for a new type of flute on this route, so I'm just gonna do my best to avoid Pokemon as much as possible here. Now, there is actually a flute that we could construct if we got enough ashes for it that actually allows us to like increase or decrease the chances of us encountering wild Pokemon, kind of like a repeatable repel. But in my experience using it in the past during my own time playing Pokemon Emerald, I didn't find it to be particularly advantageous over using a repel. I found repel to be a lot more effective, so I think it'll be easier if we just use normal repels. And these Pokemon, they really want to make sure that they let their presence known while I'm going through here. I am still fighting and defeating these Pokemon because Spinda and the prior Pokemon Slugma, they both award us special experience points, which on a Pokemon like Minun are definitely very much appreciated because Minun doesn't really have a whole lot more going for him other than his special attack stat. Speaking of which, when I get into Falibur Town, I might actually want to consider swapping out some of the Pokemon in my party. Earlier I mentioned how I don't really feel like Graveler has long for my party. There's definitely a Pokemon in here that I can swap him out with, and I think I know... I'm actually not certain now. So I got... No. Whoops. Wrong button input. So, Swablu, I feel kind of bad... Talo, I meant to say. I feel kind of bad that we're probably never going to evolve him into a Swellow, but I don't feel like there's a lot more that he can do on the rest of this route that will really make his presence worthwhile. On the other hand, we got ourselves Vakama, the Slugma. We got ourselves Kukua, the Swablu. And we got ourselves Kraka, the Trapinch. Now, Kraka eventually will evolve into, of course, the ground dragon-type Pokemon Flygon. A very, well, not very, but decently powerful Pokemon, and definitely will add, an extra bit of ferocity to our team. Krakua will evolve into Altaria, which is not as powerful as Flygon, but it is also dragon flying instead of dragon ground. Vakama will evolve into Macargo, which is going to be a fire rock type. I think I'm going to put Vakama over here to the side for now because fire rock type, lots of weaknesses, not as great as dragon flying or dragon ground. Unfortunately, both dragon flying and dragon ground, two types that make both Pokemon very weak towards ice type moves. Actually, I just realized something. I should probably remove Graveler's Quick Claw before I forget to do so. What's funny is that both of these Pokemon over here, Swablu and Kraka, they will both evolve into their next form at level 35. You know what? I'm going to add Kraka to the party, and the reason why is that right now, before he evolves into... Wait a minute. Oh, wow, he's a Damn-It Nature. This is actually really, really convenient for us. Not only is he a Damn-It Nature, but also, before he evolves into Vibrava, he actually has a base 100 attack stat, so he could actually be a bit of a beast. It's weird, when he evolves into Vibrava, his base attack stat lowers by a little bit. He actually goes down to like base 70 attack, which is why leveling up your Vibrava tends to be a little bit of a pain. But then when he evolves into Flygon, it goes back up to 100, and obviously a lot of his other base stats increase as well. It is a little bit unfortunate that like his base attack stat never gets more powerful than what he was as a Trapinch, but that's just the way it is. Okay. I thought there would be more things that we could get on this route now that we have access to Surf, but not really. And I think the same is going to be true of Meteor Falls, which we're about to walk into in just a second as well. Yeah, I think if we really want to kind of like explore Meteor Falls more, we're definitely going to need Waterfall for both like the upper part and down part of the cavern, I guess. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure you can only encounter Zubat on the water. Like, it's not like a normal Pokemon you'd encounter while surfing. Uh-oh. And there's Zubat. I feel bad for the little guy. We were almost about to evolve him into a Golbat way earlier on, but he died just before he could do so. He took the brunt of a self-destruct emitted by a gnarly coughing, and he paid for it. All right, now the cool thing about this route that we're on right here is you'd think that this would kind of be the end of it. But oh, look at this. Look at this. There's a little bit of an opening in the water. I wonder if there's something over here that we can explore. Let's check it out. Yes, there is. It actually, the first time I played like Pokemon like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, it took me a while to actually discover that this place even existed, because it's sort of, it's a little bit off of the beaten path. And I was let me tell you, I was like actually pretty stoked to discover that this place existed, because it's actually the only place in the game where you can get Jigglypuff. And at the time I was missing that from my Pokédex in the game, and I was like, oh wow, this is like pretty cool. Pretty cool that, oh man, this guy only knows dark type moves. I should probably teach him how to use some more. At the time I was like, oh wow, pretty cool that we managed to rediscover this beloved like Gen 1 Pokemon kind of hiding away in this little corner of the game. I always love that when there's like a Pokemon that you can only get in like one specific kind of corner of it. Now what's cool is that now that we have access to Surf as a HM move, we also have access to Surf as a TM move, and I was concerned for a brief second when I realized that we no longer had Wing Attack on our Liwa, but I then realized, oh wait a minute, we have access to something much better, something that takes advantage of its strong special attack stat in full force. Oh, it's a Machoke. I think we're going to want to be a little bit careful. I still think that Liwa can probably handle this no problem, but... okay, we'll need to be careful. That's actually, I mean, he didn't know that I was switching back out to a flying type Pokemon, but that's actually a pretty good move choice to use against me in this sort of scenario, because no matter who I switch out to, your Seismic Toss will always deal neutral damage. And there we go, Focus Punch, a very powerful move, but that is very situationally useful. All right, time to teach our Trapinch some moves. I don't think he can use Bulk Up, just for fun. Nope, definitely not. Dig, he can 100% absolutely use Dig, so let's teach him Dig. I can probably learn Sandstorm, but I don't really know how useful that is. Probably can learn Rock Tomb. I guess it probably can't hurt. The previous Pokemon that he replaced, Graveler, he knew how to use... he knew how to use Rock Tomb, so might as well have a new Pokemon on our team that knows how to use it. Let's see here. We got some pretty decent moves. You know what? Just for the fun of it, I would teach it Strength, but instead, I'm actually going to teach it how to use Facade, considering that we just obtained it from the previous gym. It would be good to have a Pokemon on our party that knows how to use it, you know? I always found it kind of weird how the, like, I don't know how to describe it, but like the kind of like little sand stair over there that you use to bike up this particular section of the game is like looks so red. Like I don't really understand what their thinking was there. I feel like they could have gone for more of a neutral color. Uh-oh. I realized too late that the trainer was heading my way. It's alright, we're prepared. We are definitely prepared. Doduo. Okay. Now, Doduo has caused us some issues in the past. But I want to take Kraka's talents for a spin, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to... Oh, and he used Pursue, actually. That would have been... I mean, it wouldn't have killed us, but that would have been kind of bad if we had switched out, so I guess we were right to stay in. and we will use Facade as our next attack. Oh, shit. Whew. Okay. Thank God. That would have really sucked if we died right then and there. I am not going to keep him in for Dodrio. That sounds like a really bad time. I guess I should probably swap in Galley for this one. I know from plenty of experience that Dodrio can actually be a pretty powerful Pokemon, so I'm not going to take any chances on this. Both very powerful and very fast. He's actually, like, real annoying to fight in the Battle Frontier because he is a monster of a crit machine if he wants to be. Alright. Look at that, a crit right there. Thankfully it was just with Rage. Goodbye, Dodrio. Alright, and there we go. Was that item there previously? That's weird. Maybe it's a new little feature thingamabob that they added in with all the other, like, quality of life improvements in this game. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and... who do I want to have as the second Pokemon in my party? I guess I can have Krika over here, so both my Mons can gain a little bit of experience points. Okay, Psychic and Fighting. Kadabra, both these Pokemon pretty powerful. Kadabra, a very strong Psychic attacker. And Meditite, a very strong physical attacker. You know what? I'm going to swap out Kraka. I'm going to swap in Liwa in their place. And I'm going to have good old Krika dig a hole with the intention of attacking Kadabra. Good move choice. Good move choice. That could have gone really badly if it was an electric-type move. Here's the thing. I could probably use Surf on this turn because I don't think it's going to hurt Krika, but there's a small little part at the back of my mind that's concerned that might actually not be the case, so I'm just going to use Shockwave for the time being. Well, we definitely made the right choice on who to attack. Come on, Krika, you can do it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, gee, this trainer has a lot of Pokemon. Okay, okay. You know what, let's both attack Meditite next, because Meditite makes me a little bit nervous. Oh, wow. I didn't know it would be that powerful. Okay, it's powering itself up. I think part of me is a little bit concerned that it might be a little bit of a problem if we don't take it out now. So you know what? Let's focus all of our attacks on it. Make sure that it doesn't take us by surprise. Oh no! Come on! Oh fuck. Okay. Okay. I just want to real quick check up on the rest of my team. This guy has, like, decent special defense. Although, yeah, actually, the only other Pokemon in my party that has, like, comparable special defense to Liwa is Tannock, my Minun. You know what? I have half a mind to maybe switch out to Minun. just because I think he'll be able to land a little bit more direct damage. Shit. Do I want to risk it with Rock Tomb again? There we go. That should do it. There we go. There we go. Now we're talking. Hey, and look at that. Good job. All right. Let's close this down. Goodbye. Actually, I didn't know for certain that that would take it out in one hit, so I'm glad that I crit. Now, unfortunately, because this is a Nuzlocke run, I think I might have already captured my allotted Pokemon for this particular route, so I don't think I'll be able to actually catch any of the Jigglypuff that are lying in wait in the grass here, but on the off chance that I'm wrong, let's go and find some. Oh, come on. If I flinch from that, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Goodbye, Swablu. I just want to encounter a Jigglypuff in this little patch of grass, and it will be good to go. We can fight the final trainer in this area, and we will be on our way. Jesus, what is going on? Where are the Jigglypuffs? I'm gonna swap out for this one just because he is capable of using water type moves, and I don't want to get taken by surprise. Goodbye, Wingull. Alright, who's it gonna be? Come on. Really? Yeah. Weirdly enough, a lot of flying type Pokemon in this patch of grass. I never even really kind of considered that earlier. Actually, I think this might be one of the only areas of the game where you can get yourself a Swellow. Like, just like a wild Swellow. Let's swap in Tannock Cal. I'm gonna keep Tannock at the front of the party for this. Until we finally find our desired Jigglypuff. I don't know how much longer Tannock has on our team, so the more time that we can spend together, the better. Here we go! Look at our beloved Jigglypuff. Unfortunately, we don't have our little one symbol next to Jigglypuff, which means that, sadly, we can't catch this guy. But, in honor of having encountered him, I will kill him. Ooh. Not nice. Really? Come on, Tannock Cal, get over it. We all love Jigglypuff, but not that much. Hey, Lightning Voltage, what's up? Nice of you to tune in on this evening stream. Hope that you're enjoying yourself. Oh, it seems like we actually have two trainers left to fight. There's an expert trainer who will probably have some fighting type Pokemon, and we have the ninja who will probably specialize in bug and poison type Pokemon. Let's go ahead and let's actually heal up our team a little bit. We're not too far from a Pokemon Center, but no reason to kind of needlessly drag things out, you know, spend more time than we need to. I'm I'm gonna just take the second here to slap our experience share on our Trapinch. Hold on a sec, I'm trying to find this thing. Here we go. Because I'm realizing right now that the amount of trainers that we're going to be able to battle that he can battle safely are actually going to be quite few. So, yeah. Here we go. Let's see if we can turn this into a double battle. The reason why Minum is following me is because I'm not playing any normal version of Pokemon Emerald. I'm playing Pokemon Emerald Cross, which is a fan mod of Pokemon Emerald that primarily just adds in like a bunch of neat little kind of quality of life features to make the game like more enjoyable on a moment-to-moment basis. Things like being able to run indoors, things like every time you pick up a new item, a description flashing on screen explaining what the item does, and things like, for example, adding in having Pokemon follow you around, which of course is a feature that them Pokemon fans love to love, but for whatever reason gets featured very rarely in the mainline games. I'm going to go ahead. I did not realize that this guy would have Hariyama, which is a pretty powerful Pokemon, so I'm going to swap in Galley to ensure that we don't have a nasty surprise. That actually ended up being a really good decision because it turns out he wasn't using a move that would have made all that much of a difference if we had kept Anorith in. Poor Ninjask. Ninjask, very fast and like decently powerful. However, unfortunately, his double team basically is completely ineffectual against my Shockwave because Shockwave, of course, is a 100, not a 100% accuracy move, an always accuracy move, a move that will always hit no matter what. I need to make sure that I finish off Hariyama relatively quickly, so I'm going to use Strength. Goodbye, Ninjask. You're a cool Pokemon. There was a point much earlier on in the run in which I was leveling up a Nincada to evolve into a Ninjask and Shedinja, and I would have evolved you into a Ninjask if I had had the opportunity to, but it never came to pass, unfortunately. Uh-oh. Whew, that could have gone pretty bad if that had been a crit, but thankfully it was not. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use a Surf on Hariyama, and I'm gonna heal up Galley with a Super Potion. Make sure that he's plenty healthy, so that we don't get taken off guard by another Vital Throw that could theoretically crit, theoretically ruin our day. We're not really worrying about Gulpin right now, because Gulpin can't really do a lot. Even at level 26, he's not that big of a deal. Alright. Hariyama, it is time for you to die. Goodbye, and that is going to be a mealy amount of experience points that we're going to get from that guy. Unfortunately, because it was divided between so many Pokemon in our party, no single Pokemon, except for Trapinch, got a lot of it. Goodbye, Gulpin. Man, being able to teach Shockwave to Wingull at a real early age, well before he even evolved into a Pelipper, was really useful. Goodbye, guys. Oh, here we go. I'm going to register this guy in the Pokénav for a potential rematch later on. I just remembered something. As we were finishing up that battle and I saw on screen the amount of Pokemon money that we had received from it, I realized that we actually have the possibility right now in our campaign to double the amount of money that we're receiving by way of the amulet coin, which I believe we can get from our mom. So we should make a point of stopping by her house on the way back. Man, these tentacles are no joke when it comes to their special defense. And there we go. All right. I believe that there are a couple of items that we can actually get just below of Rustboro City, thanks to the fact that we now have Surfin in our inventory. So let's go ahead and let's grab him while we can. Hey, it's a PP up. Who are we going to encounter? Oh, wow. Check this out, it's time for a mirror match. Now, Pelipper, I have learned to really respect this Pokemon. I think Pelipper is a very underrated Pokemon, even in these earlier gens where he didn't have that much competitive viability, but unfortunately, the Pelipper that we're facing off against did not have an electric move in his inventory, and that proved a most egregious offense. Let's swap in Karzani a bit. Karzani will definitely benefit from the experience points that come with battling other grass-type Pokemon. I'm just curious. I should be able to rebattle this trainer at this point. Oh, there we go. Now, hopefully his Pokemon won't be at too high of a level. I think his Linoone will only go up to level 31. So either way, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but you know, let's swap in Krika for this one, because Krika will be resistant towards his normal typing. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use Rock Tomb. Come on! Alright, Odor Sleuth, rather. Mudsport, Headbutt, and one more move that we are not yet privy to. Alright, well this ended up being pretty easy. I forgot. These guys, because they're rich individuals, they have access to full restores and other kind of expensive healing items. Dig has slightly better accuracy, so it should be able to offset Sand Attack. Come on! Come on! Just faint already! There we go. That's a good example of a trainer that you would want to have the Amulet coin for, because he gives out a lot of money. And now there should be another Linoone trainer that we should be able to fight just down here. You know what? For this one, I'm actually going to send Gally out, because the sooner that we can evolve Gally into a Swampert, the better. Plus, we haven't really had an opportunity yet to kind of use Gally's Surf, and this certainly is a great opportunity. Come on. Come on. Oh my fucking god. Come on. God damn it. This is supposed to be a fast battle. There we go. There we go. Much better. 4 more levels, and we will be ballin'. There are some other trainers around here that we might be able to actually rematch. I think there's one on this route. I think there's only one, however. It's not her. I think it's him. Or maybe not. Oh well. Oh, I forgot. My house is on this side. Normally it's on the other side when you choose to play as a boy. Oh, I forgot you can register your mom on the PokéNav. There we go. And I guess I'll next time I'm up against another bona fide trainer, I'll swap in the amulet coin to whoever's going to be at the front. Okay. Well, I think we've more or less done everything that we kind of wanted to do in and around here. So I think... Oh, check that out. It's a Ralts. Unfortunately, sadly, we weren't able to encounter one way earlier on. I would have preferred to have Ralts than Lotad, because Ralts' evolution, Curlia, and eventually its evolution, Gardevoir, which would have been much more useful. Alas. Alright. Well, now that we've gotten all those Pokemon, it's time for us to begin the long trek to Dewford City by means of surfing. So this is going to be pretty fun. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, we're pretty good in terms of HP. Some Pokemon could use a little bit more, but I think we're okay. I probably should have swapped in the amulet coin, but I believe that this Pokemon is already holding a that like seed item that increases your grass type moves effectiveness, so I guess it works out. It's not like these trainers have like a ton of money anyways. There are other trainers on our way that will be able to kind of really dole out the moolah when we beat them. Meryl's trying to do its best, but it's not going to be enough. Goodbye, Meryl. Imani? That sounds like a distinctly Japanese name, which is unusual because I feel like most of these trainers, they try to kind of give them more Americanized names. There is a like little kind of secret clove just to the west of here, so we need to kind of keep an eye out for it. And I believe that that area has... Not only does it allow us to eventually capture one of the Reggies, but it also, in addition to that... damn it, got confused. It also has a Ruin Maniac, who we can definitely use to help level up a Pokemon in our party who would have a little bit more difficulty battling some of the water-type Pokemon around here, so... Alright, now we have to place our faith. Come on. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna swap in for someone else. Go for it, Minun. Come on. Come on. Thank God these tentacles love using Constrict. A move that literally has base 15 power. 15, 1-5, not 50. Like, that's how bad it is. Yay, Kraka grew to level 24. Here we go. One of the many islands on the route to Dewford that we can briefly rest at. Unfortunately, we can't catch any of the tentacool around here because this is, I believe, still technically part of a route. Oh, there we go. I think that might be the Ruin Maniac. We can't catch any of the tentacool around here because I believe that we're still technically part of the route that we previously caught a Pokemon on before. What do we want to swap in for this guy? You know what? Kraka has been leveling up at a decent clip. Let's actually put him at the front. And you know what? I think that we're good without having him have the experience share on at all times. Let's go ahead and let's give him the amulet coin we just got. Oh, no, 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 no. Where is it? Hold on. That's odd. I guess it's... Oh, I guess it's here? Alright, let's do it. Why, yes, I do. I've caught the Regis many a times. I specifically have caught Regice, which is the Pokemon that you can catch in this mystical rock, quite a few times. Let's use Dig. Just wait, this is going to poison me. Oh, no, it didn't. Ah, you fucker. Alright, well, if you're going to do that, might as well punish you for doing it. Yeah, 2 can play at this game. Goodbye. You know what? Karzani will benefit from this one. Ah, damn it. Why? Why? Why you gotta do that? Alright. Liwa, take it away. This is why Liwa has remained on our team despite it being a Pelipper. Because there are just so many instances where Liwa's utility as a flying type Pokemon and its sheer raw special attack power, which is unexpectedly great, really come in handy. There we go. Unfortunately, we're going to need ourselves a Leaf Stone if we ever actually want to evolve it into a Vileplume. So it'll be a while before we can allow it to realize its full potential. Oh, look at that. We have ourselves another double battle, presumably to get a item over there that I can't see. Let's see here. That guy's going to have electric-type Pokemon, and the hiker's going to have like more ground-type Pokemon. So I think Kraka and Karzani would actually work best. Ooh, I was mistaken. This is a bird tamer. Karzani might be in trouble here. Do I want to risk it just so I don't want to divide up my experience points? No, I don't. But I will swap in Krika, who's another Pokemon that could use the experience points. Oh, Talo didn't even use it. Come on. Talo's really going for it. Goodbye. Unfortunately, now Sandshrew is probably going to get hit by Rock Tomb, which isn't going to be very effective. Oh, unless he sends out Wingull. Here we go. Come on, Kraka. You can do it. Yeah, there we go. Goodbye, Wingle. Alright, guys. Have at him. Not very powerful. Goodbye. You know, I'm going to try using Water Gun. Doesn't have great special attack, but maybe this will be... Oh, wow, that was actually really powerful. All right, well, we will stick to that if we need to attack a little bit more. Goodbye. And there we go. Yay. Whoa, a big pearl. Expensive. If we go a little bit more north over here. Oh, we have one more trainer to fight. We might need to swap out Karzani. Sorry, I meant Kraka. All these names are getting a little bit tough to remember, if I gotta be honest. I think I'll keep Tannock Cal out for the rest of the battle. Ooh, Whalmer. We actually had a really bad experience with Whalmer earlier on in the run. Whalmer is the Pokemon responsible for killing our much beloved Nincada, who has died and ascended. I used a Whalmer that I got via the Pokemon Dream Portal for my copy of Pokemon Black 2 back in the day, actually. I was like, you know what? This is a weird Pokemon that I would never, otherwise consider using on a normal run of one of these games. What if I use him here? You know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dig this guy. I think I can take him out in one hit. There we go. Goodbye. Let's see here. Sand Tomb, 15 damage, but it's like one of those perpetual moves. No, we're good. Alright. Yeah, let's put Tannock Cal at the front of the party for a bit. And here we go. It's the entrance to the cave that contains the mysterious, elusive, and frigidly cold Regice. Or maybe it's Regice. I don't know how to pronounce it, actually. And it's been a while since I've seen that one movie that Regice was inside of. I think Regice sounds better, because Regice just sounds like you're mispronouncing something. We're a little bit... Oh no. I was just about to say, we're kind of playing it a little bit dangerous. Thankfully, we have priority. Alright. That was also a pretty powerful Tentacool at level 31. Not as powerful as the level 35 that we encountered earlier, but still pretty powerful. Alright. Back to Dewford. Oh, whoopsies. I did not mean to do that. There we go. Well, Oh, whoops. Damn it. I did not mean to jostle my mic either. Well, now you know that I just used a screen capture source to capture footage of what I'm playing in Pokemon. Come on, just run away. Get out of here. There we go. So pretty soon we're going to be approaching the abandoned ship. Now the abandoned ship, a very important place for us to visit right here and right now, because we will be able to gain access to Ice Beam there, which is a incredibly powerful move that will be utilized real well on Liwa, making Liwa even more powerful than he already is. However, you can also get some wild Pokemon there, and I definitely remember that you can capture both Tentacool and Tentacruel as well, but I'm wondering if there are any more Pokemon that you can get there, and if so, if maybe I should just do my research real quick to make sure that I get a worthwhile capture. Gotta say, that was a real nice, real quick, real worthwhile battle. So soon? Come on. Okay, going over the Bulbapedia's entry for the abandoned ship. It would seem as if we can capture Tentacool, Tentacruel, and Magikarp. However, we can only get Tentacruel if we have a Super Rod on hand. I kind of feel like... Let's see. Can I take this guy on by myself? He might have access to Wing Attack, and that makes me a little bit concerned. Let me try Toxicking him. Toxicking. That did not come out well. That did not come out well. Well, this is definitely not this Pelipper's lucky day. Uh-oh. Well, I was bound to get confused eventually. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use the abandoned ship as my opportunity to capture a Tentacool. I don't know that I'm going to add him to the party because between Swampert and, of course, Pelipper, we kind of already have enough Water-type Pokemon on our team. But it will be good to, just have him as a reserve, as a backup. Tentacruel, not a bad Pokemon. If something real bad should happen to some of the other Water-type Pokemon on our team, we'll always have him on the bench, waiting to have his turn. Well, lots of experience. Who is this? Haley? I don't even remember who you are, and I don't even remember that call. Yay, we got ourselves an Iron. Did we ever capture a Pokemon on the route that we're on right now? Because if not, we might actually end up capturing our one Tentacool on this route. You know what? I'm going to swap this guy out for Gally. Give Gally a chance to do some stuff. This is Route 105, right? I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to real quick check on Bulbapedia to see what kind of Pokemon we can find around here. Interesting. Hold on a sec. I didn't see who's coming out next, so I'm just gonna stick with Galley. Alright, good choice. Is this 105 or is this 106? Because if what we're coming up on is 106, I may have another idea for what we could potentially find and capture. Okay, this is 105, this is 106. So here's the thing, turns out Route 105, you can actually fish for whalmer, believe it or not. And so I'm thinking that you can actually get yourself a whalmer on this route as well. Yeah, it seems like if you fish for a whalmer with a good rod, you have a 20% chance of finding him. You also have a 60% chance of getting a Magikarp and a 20% chance of a Tentacool. So we'll try our luck. Here we go. Key items. By the way, I've talked a lot in the past about how good the music is in this game. The surfing music, top notch. Top notch. You know what? It actually might be better if we go and we capture our Tentacool first at the abandoned ship. Because then if we encounter a Tentacool here trying to fish, it won't invalidate our ability to capture a whalmer. I think I'm going to do that. Oof, that would really hurt, if it really hurt. Come on, just one more time. Goodbye, Whalmer. Goodbye. Yay, it's a protein. Alright, maybe I should just surf a little bit more. Uh-oh. Is it gonna be... Uh-oh. I think this is our allotted Tentacool. It's okay, there are other routes where we can get our hands on a whalmer by fishing, so it's not that big of a deal. Let's use sleep powder. Uh-oh. Well, it won't kill us, but we're gonna want to be careful. Alright, we get it, we get it. You gotta switch out. 29 is actually a pretty good level. That's like almost as powerful as our most powerful Pokemon at the moment. Let's see if we can get this guy without weakening him a little bit. There we go. His body is almost entirely composed of water. It ensnares its foes with its two long tentacles and stabs them with the poison stingers at their tips. I'm going to call this guy Miserix, after the former leader of the Makutas. I can probably actually rebattle some of those guys that we just passed by, so let me just heal up my Pokemon at the Pokemon Center real quick. Not that guy, this guy. Oh. You can definitely battle that guy by Granite Cave, but I guess Just not yet. Alright, here we go. Why, yes, I do. I beat the gym leader there. Who do we want to swap in? Tanok Cal. Let's give him some more chances to prove his mettle. Goldeen, that's another one of those Pokemon that I gotta get at some point, because there are like a ton of areas in the game that we haven't gotten our one Pokemon from yet, where you can just fish Goldeen with like a good rod. Alright. Who do we want to... Let's swap in for Karzani. Ooh, you know what? I'm beginning to realize it would have been a little bit more worthwhile if we had actually gotten our Magnemite at this point, our Magnemite or our Voltorb, and swap them in for Minun. You know what? I'm gonna go straight to Slateport City, and then from there to Mauville. We're gonna get our electric type Pokemon and we're gonna swap them in. Unfortunately, I might still end up randomly encountering some Pokemon and trainers along the way, but we'll get through it. Consider it Tanok's last hurrah. Goodbye. We are just about to encounter the abandoned ship, by the way. Just a little bit from here. Ah, come on. Unfortunately, we're only going to be able to get Fly when we arrive at the next gym and beat its ass, so not a lot that we can do right now. Just gotta grin, bear it, and just do what we can. Why is it... I don't know why, but the wild Pokemon encounter rate is way up all of a sudden. I don't know why. Jesus, like... Come on, it's like the game is actively reading my mind and knows that this will be annoying. Oh my fucking god. Come on! Ah, Jesus Christ. I didn't want to go on that island because I knew those two trainers would try and immediately battle me, but this is too much. This is simply too much. Alright. Just let me get to shore. You know what? I'm actually going to fight and kill this one because I'm that pissed off. Finally. Alright. And on we go. Oh, that's right. We never actually got the rare candy that was hanging around here. We should probably get that before we forget. There we go. There's a very specific patch of grass that we can use to get at it. Oh my god. So much surfing. So much surfing. Too much surfing. One could say there's too much water. Remember, by the way, I should have said this way earlier on in the stream, but nevertheless, the second best time to say something that you should have said at the front is right now. If you follow, subscribe, donate to my channel, perhaps redeem some of the Cozy Point rewards that you can find just below where you can chat about my stream, I will spin the prize wheel of causality. Yes, the one and only prize wheel of causality. Depending on where the prize wheel lands on, perhaps you'll make me do 5 push-ups, perhaps you'll make me do 10 push-ups. Maybe I'll open up some Pokemon card packs, talk shit about your favorite Pokemon, maybe do a shot of hot sauce if you really, really, really want to make it hurt. So, the offer's on the table. I'm going to go ahead. I don't want to fight too many more wild Pokemon, so I'm just going to use the cycling route to get up north. Well, I think the rest of my family just got home. $5. I think one of them is going to briefly... One of them is going to attempt to open the door to the basement. They're going to think nobody's down here, and they're going to close the lights at the back of the room. I 100% bet that's going to happen. All right, here we go. Come on, just a little bit more. Hi, I'm in the middle of a stream right now. Maybe don't throw something down behind me. It's just their dirty laundry. They went to the cottage that we own in the eastern townships of Montreal this weekend. Come on. Come on. Oh, hopefully this won't be a crit. Even if it was a crit, that wouldn't have hurt that much. Alright, and finally, new Mauville. Now, as I stated much earlier, we're looking to capture, of course, the one and only Magnemite, because Magnemite and Magneton, way better than Voltorb and Electrode. Not that I hate Voltorb and Electrode, it's just I think that Magnemite and Magneton make for a much more worthwhile prospect in the long run. Voltorb and Electrode, very fast Pokemon, but they're just not very powerful. They're like most known for using Self-Destruct and Explosion, which are two moves you don't want to use on a Nuzlocke run because that will permanently cross out your Pokemon for the rest of the experience. Unfortunately, I think it's 50-50, so it's the luck of the draw. I'm walking very slowly because I want to see if I can somehow, possibly, potentially, conveniently make it just ever so likely that I'll encounter a Magnemite instead of a Voltorb. Here we go. Ah, damn it. Well, that's that. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get Magnemite on this run, but you know what? You know what? We are still going to have the opportunity to capture another Electric-type Pokemon of note. On the route leading up to where we will be able to fight Winona, we are actually going to be able to capture an Electrike or a Manectric. And we will be able to hopefully use either of those Pokemon in our eventually upcoming fight with the Flying-type Gym Leader. In fact, I'll probably still use Voltorb as well, because even though Electrode is not especially powerful, he still can pack a bit of a punch if we need him to. I do also got to give credit where credit's due. Electrode is a really, really good name for a Pokemon. It just sucks that he kind of looks kind of whatever. What do we want to call this guy? I'm gonna look up Bionicle characters real quick. I'm going to call this guy Photok, after the Avmatoran of the same name. Photok was a Matoran of Light, if you must know. He appeared in one of the final sagas of the Bionicle saga, actually. Now, the good news is, because we are exclusively dealing with Ground-type Pokemon here, we can actually swap in Kraka and have him go to town no problem at all. It's actually a really good way for us to level up our Pokemon team. Also, at the end of this route, we'll be able to gain access to a Thunderstone, which I don't believe we can use on any of our Pokemon at the moment, but there he is. The darling, beloved Pokemon that we so desperately wanted to use here. Oh, Sonic Boom. That's not good. Oh. I'm looking up Electrode's base stats right now. Generation 1 to 6, 50 attack, 70 defense, 80 special attack and special defense, which is not bad, and 140 speed. So he's certainly not a bad Pokemon by any stretch of the imagination. I really wanted to get my hands on a darling, beloved little Magnemite. Be forewarned, that looks like an item, but it's not an item. It's a Pokeball. Specifically, it's a Pokeball that will rear up and attack you, and it do its very darndest to knock you down, but it won't be able to because, unfortunately, it's a lowly Voltorb. I should probably heal after this battle. Yeah, if Kraka wasn't so slow, this would actually be a really good grinding spot. Oh, that's odd. I thought for sure that was going to be a Voltorb. Okay. Goodbye, Voltorb. That was a good experience yield. Oh, this one might be a Voltorb. Or nope, it's an Ultra Ball. That's actually... This place is doing a really good job of faking me out. I'm trying to remember. Is this a shortcut back? Goodbye. Oh, look at that attack boost. It's too bad we're fighting Pokemon that award it with EVs that don't really benefit Kraka all that much. Unfortunately, our little buddy is getting a little bit worse for wear, so let's see what we can do to help him out. I also need to use a Lepa Berry because his digs are losing power points. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's a shortcut back to the beginning. You know what? After we deal with new Mauville, I'm going to go ahead and see if we can get our hands on the Electrike or Manectric over on the route a little bit north from here, because, again, it will be good to kind of help level them up a little bit before Winona. I had forgotten, I will say though, I had forgotten just how much shit opens up in this game after you get Surf, so I actually am going to be pretty surprised if we even do get to Winona by the end of tonight's stream. It's just going to be a fun, easygoing time. Goodbye, Voltorb. Alright, I want to encounter wild Pokemon so I can level up quick. You guys don't have to come at me this quickly. You guys can lay low a little bit, alright? Goodbye. I'm not going to step on that first just yet, because I want to just see if there's anything I can explore up here that I wouldn't be able to if I stepped on it. Sonic Boom! And this guy is gaining levels. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh, geez. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. It's a level 25 Voltorb. This would be a good spot to potentially farm Voltorbs if you were trying to get your hands on a shiny Voltorb. But we're not interested in that, so... And there we go. That spot that it was on top of was the spot occupied by a switch. I'm realizing right now, like, if you just came from the desert area, which is just before Norman's gym, this is actually like a really good, convenient place to level up some of the ground-type Pokemon you might have gotten from the desert. If you were scared of, having them fight all the water-type trainers that are, like, more immediately made available after Petalburg Gym. The more and more I, like, replay this game, the more I actually really, like, not only kind of revel in its nostalgia, but really kind of, like, appreciate the elegance of its design. This game is really good. This game is really good. Again. Here we go. A little bit further and we'll be able to get our... excuse me, Thunderstone. Let's use up our Cherry Berry first. Much cheaper. Just want to see, is this the... Oh, I think we made the right decision not stepping on that button. Guys, I have a feeling that Kraka is going to have quite the career on our team. I don't think we're going to be taking him off of our team anytime soon. Come on. Don't hurt yourself. And now he's within range to get killed by Supersonic, so we probably want to swap him out. Thankfully, we have another Pokemon on our team that has access to Dig, so we should be okay. Ooh, this is actually a really good route for Krika to level up in, because Krika actually is fast enough to outspeed most of the Pokemon in here. Unlike Kraka, who's pretty slow. Let's see here. I still want to level him up a little bit more in here, so we're going to heal him up real quick. Here we go. Once more, like a bad habit. Nope, wrong move. Trapinch is such a slow Pokemon. Even with the speed reduction, he's still not going to be able to outspeed it. Here we go. Hey! Nice. Alright. I'm pretty sure that after this upcoming hallway, we'll be at the generator room, and we will be done and over with this facility. Goodbye. Here we go. The generator. The big boy. This is actually the last dig that we can use for the time being. Unless, of course, we heal up our Pokemon with that one berry. We've allowed Kraka to level up quite enough. We should probably swap in Krika. By the way, it's not my fault that I named these two Pokemon two names that were very similar to each other. Problem is with Bionicle. The Bionicle franchise has too many characters that are too closely named. They love, like, you look up any Bionicle character, chances are it's going to have a K, an R, and or a H in it. They love those three letters. Interesting. So Krika, generally a little bit faster than our friend Trapinch that we were using previously, but the downside is that he doesn't hit digs as hard because he's not as powerful as Trapinch and does not have the stab. Oh well. There we go. There we go. Alright, Thunderstone time. We actually have a lot of paralyzed heals. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use it. Ooh, I did not remember that we were going to have to use this much backtracking to get out of here. I was under the impression that the kind of route back to the entrance would be right there after the generator. I guess not. Goodbye. I really should, once I get back into Mauville proper, I really should get a few repels, just so that I can make the sea routes a little bit more bearable. Man, Magnemite is such a cutie. I feel so bad that I wasn't able to capture him. Just a little bit further, and we'll be there. There we go. Again? Nope, this is not the right way. Come on. Just a little bit more. We need to go downwards and we will be there. Ooh, damn it. Oh no! Damn! I was really beginning to warm up to Krika. I really thought that Krika had a future on my team. God, why did he have to die? Why did he have to die? We're getting to the point in this Nuzlocke run where the deaths on my team really are beginning to stink. He was also part rock type, so he would have been good against Winona. God damn it. I mean, look, on the bright side, we're really warming up to Kraka, so it's not like we're lacking in Pokemon that, you know, can take his place, but... Well, what can I say? This is what you come to watch a Nuzlocke run for, right? We also, I will say, we had been leveling up our trappage on stream a lot. We hadn't really spent a lot of time leveling up our Anorith. In fact, like most of the time we leveled him up on prior streams, it was via the XP share. So it's not like we invested that much time and effort into him, but... I'm just gonna run from these guys. Come on! Just let me escape! Leave me alone! I'm sad. My favorite little pet died. Oh, you... I should probably, you know what, I should probably put Marsh Stomp at the front of the party. At least he can get rid of these mofos real fast. There we go. Now, who am I going to want to replace his spot with? Obviously, we're still looking for that one elusive electric-type Pokemon that will replace Minun. But who is going to replace our beloved rock bug-type Pokemon? I'm not certain yet. I am not certain yet. There is Slugma. Now, I don't absolutely want to use Slugma because he does evolve into Macargo, which is a Pokemon that I love, but also feel could prove really disastrous for this run, considering that he's both rock and fire type, like quadruply weak towards both water and rock type moves, but we'll see. Well, hey. I hope it was worth it. Alright. Let's heal up our Pokemon. Lick our wounds. Grab someone new. Also, we should probably grab the hard stone that was previously on Anorith. There we go. Uh-oh. Are these guys... Yeah, these guys are all dead. It's just, I don't know, there's... So the person that made this mod implemented a thing where when your Pokemon die, they become grayed out. So you can just sort of keep them around as like a keepsake, just to remember who you've lost along the way. But he also implemented this feature where when your Pokemon is dead, it will be kind of semi-transparent. And for whatever reason, right now, all of the Pokemon that are not dead are semi-transparent. All the Pokemon that are dead are fully opaque. So I think you might need to brush up on that a little bit in the code. He'll probably put out another patch of this game before we do our next stream of this, so we'll probably be able to deal with it then. Okay. Yeah, let's put Vakama back in the party. It's good to, like, having a water Pokemon, a grass Pokemon, and a fire-type Pokemon in your team, even if they do have some pretty bad weaknesses, is always good. Alright. Uh-oh. I forgot, we can still fight trainers around here. Right now, we're just focusing on getting our Electric or Manectric, whoever we encounter first. And then dipping out of this route so we can level up a little bit more at the abandoned ship. You know what? Let's use Karzani for this one. And it's funny, I think we've gotten every single type of elemental stone except for a sunstone or a leaf stone, which are the two stones that Karzani specifically needs if it wants to evolve. Goodbye. Oh, hey, it's Steven. I forgot you encounter him here. And there you go. In the remake of Ruby and Sapphire, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, that's where he bequeaths you the ability to use... I forget what the name of the item is, but basically it's the item that allows you to summon Mega Latios or Latios to fly around the region. Ah, no! I forgot that you could... One of the Pokemon you could encounter on this route was Zigzagoon. Well, I guess Zigzagoon's going to be our one for this area. Now, what's cool is that Zigzagoon is actually high enough of a level that we could actually evolve it into a Lanoon right away, if we wanted to. What I don't remember, though, is, like, there is an area a little bit north of here with tall, like, super tall grass. I think that area might also have Electrics and Manectrics that we can try and catch, but I don't remember if that route is like part of this route that we're on right now, or if it's its own unique route. It's so funny, we're only capturing Zigzagoon this late into the run. Alright. What Bionicle character are we gonna name this guy? Oh, you know what? Let's call this guy Vezon. Vezon, of course, a very sporadic, crazed character from the Bionicle universe. Much like Zigzagoon's sporadic, crazed, zigzagged fur of coat. That's the logic. Yep, it is a new route. All right, let's see who we can get. It probably, for the record, I have a feeling that we probably aren't going to get our hands on an Electric or a Manectric. I have a feeling it might end up being something like a Tropius. Well, that's more if we're lucky. We'll see. All right, so still a Zigzagoon. We also will be able to get one of the few possible gift Pokemon that we can get in Pokemon Emerald, just a little bit north of here. We're going to be able to get our hands on a cast form, which is a cool, neat little Pokemon that will actually change its form and become more powerful when it is exposed to weather. So, for example, on this route, it would become a Water-type Pokemon, and its signature move, Weather Bell, would become a very powerful Water-type move. That's not for a little bit, though, and I don't know if Cast Form is the kind of Pokemon that we want to take with us into the Elite Four later on in the game. But it is an option. Unfortunately, you can't run or use your bike in these real tall... God fucking damn it. Where is... There have to be more Pokemon on this route but Zigzagoon. Where are they? Where are they? Come on. Here we go. Surf will annihilate it because the rain actually boosts Surf's power. There we go. You might have seen him just up above. Oh, Oddish. Oddish, a Pokemon that has served us very well on this run, but not a new Pokemon for us. You know what? I'm just going to run from this guy, actually. What route is this again? Give me a quick second. I'm going to look this up. I'm surprised by how much difficulty we're having trying to encounter a new Pokemon around here. 119. Unless we encounter a new Pokemon in a moment from now, I'm actually going to see what we can encounter around here. Uh-oh. Is this going to be our one? No, it's not. Okay, so it seems like if you encounter the evolution of a Pokemon that you've already caught, it does not factor as one of your ones. Man, if I had Machoke in my party still, he would be having a field day around here. Yeah, another Zigzagoon. Alright, let's see here. Generation 3. Of course, this is the same route where you can encounter Phoebus. Oh, interesting, interesting. Okay, so seems like in the tall grass that we're walking through right here and right now, we have a chance of encountering Oddish, Zigzagoon, and Linoone, as we've all seen thus far. The other two Pokemon that are new to this route that we have not yet been able to encounter are Tropius and Kecleon. Now, here's the thing. If we actually went just a little bit north of here and tried fishing around in the water a little bit, we would actually have the opportunity of capturing, yes, Phoebus, but also Carvanha, which is a decently powerful dark water-type Pokemon that evolves into Sharpedo, which is a very decently powerful dark water-type Pokemon. You know what I'm thinking, though? I'm thinking that maybe it would actually be worth kind of coming back here later on. I'm going to try and see one more time if we can encounter a Kecleon or a Tropius, and then I'm going to head on back. Yeah, this is not working out. I'm surprised. I thought we would have one more chance to capture Electric or Manectric here, but I guess not. Maybe we should have wasted our chance to get a Zigzagoon on this route. Maybe that would have been the better choice. Uh-oh. I wasn't trying to fight this guy. It's a good thing I'll be able to just get him out of the way real quick. Goodbye. I should probably start leveling up Vakama a little bit, but I don't think he's powerful enough for the Swallow. On the other hand, we do definitely need to make sure that Tanok is well leveled up, because he's actually going to come in useful for Winona's gym. Goodbye. I gotta say, when I by happenstance caught Minum on that one route really early on in the game, I did not think we would be using Minum this late into the game. I don't think that we're going to use him at all when we get to the Elite Four, but who knows, honestly. Alright. Let's see. We probably don't have any use for having Zigzagoon on our team, so I think Zigzagoon is going to remain in the PC for the time being. It's not exactly the team that I had in mind, but I'll take it. You know what, though? I probably should give Vakama the experience share, because there probably are not going to be many opportunities for him to fight over the next little while. Alright, let's see if we can do a perfect run of this. That means hitting no other... never mind. I was about to say no other trainers or obstacles, but this is definitely not happening. It's also a little bit hard to do with a PS4 controller. Oh, by the way, if we want to, we can actually surf here a little bit, but unfortunately, we can't make much headway here because in just a little bit we encounter very fast-moving currents that we cannot really get past with much effectiveness where we are right now. It's actually a one-way route, in fact. Man, these guys really hang on. Goodbye, Tentacool. There are a couple of trainers around here that we can actually rebattle, but I don't think that they'll be... Yeah, they're not currently yet available for us to rebattle them, so much for that. Here we go. These are a couple of new trainers that we have not fought before that we can battle for the first time. I remember these two trainers will, like, catch you in an instant if you try to run around them. Wow, that's some real solid luck there. I was not expecting that I'd be able to go the full 5 yards. Goodbye. Here we go, Meryl number 2. I'm looking forward to beating Winona's gym because when we do, we're actually going to gain access to Aerial Ace, which is a very, very, very solid Generation 3 move. And it's also one of those moves that like a ton of Pokemon, not just flying type Pokemon, can learn. Aerial Ace, in case you weren't aware, is a flying type move, base 60 damage, but it never misses, and it is just one of those like neat little moves. If you have a Pokemon and you're like, I just want to teach him something that he can kind of use in battle, like just something that I want to stick on there so that he can be that much more effective. You teach him Aerial Ace and you're pretty much good to go. Alright, there's another like double trainer battle around here. Not a great trainer for me to battle. I'm still kind of amazed by how surprisingly bulky Tannock is. I thought for sure that Tannock would be, like, pretty measly and paper thin and prone to just getting knocked down with just, like, the barest of a gust of wind, but he's really hung on really well. Good job. Goodbye, Carvana. Again, you're a cool Pokemon, as is Sharpedo, but both those Pokemon are water-type Pokemon and pretty frail, and I don't feel would complement Swampert and Pelipper very well. Let's keep him in for longer. Here we go. Oh, I forgot. I probably should have swapped these guys out. I probably should have actually swapped in Slugma for this battle. For the time being... Actually, one of these Pokemon has Grass-type moves, but... You know what? Vakama can probably deal with it. Alright, Vakama, you're coming back in. You should have been here at the beginning, but that was my fault. Wow, I didn't think that would be a one-hit KO. Oh, wait a minute, I just realized I got access to Thunderbolt, a very powerful electric-type move, less than, like, 10 minutes ago, and I have not taught it to any of my Pokemon. Let's change that right here and right now. There we go. Unfortunately, only one Pokemon on our team can learn it, but it's a Pokemon that will really benefit from being able to learn it. So let's go ahead and let's do that. Especially on this route where, you know, having access to a electric type move is really useful. I just realized something though. My whole plan here was that I wanted to level up one of the electric type Pokemon we caught in New Mauville. And even though I didn't want to get a Voltorb, I should probably actually re-add him to the party. So let's go back into Slateport and do that real quick for the remaining trainers. Also, I've not really kind of tried it out all that much, but there is like a super fast surfing mode where if you hold down B button, you just whiz through the water. I should probably try that a little bit more. Sorry. I know everyone hates it when I jostle the mic. You'll have to forgive me for that. Let's see, it's 10:06. We've been going for 2 hours so far. Who do I want to swap out here? These 4 Pokemon are... Yeah, I'm going to want to... Sorry, Vakama. I know I just put you back in the party. There will be more opportunities for you to be a part of the party, but right now there are just not many opportunities for you to safely get swapped into battle. So, in your place, Photok will pick up the mantle. Actually, I just realized I could probably teach Thunderbolt to Photok as well. Let's do that. There aren't exactly a whole lot of other TM moves that he can learn, but I just want to go through the list real quick. It would be good if I could teach him a better neutral move than Tackle, but I don't feel like he's the kind of Pokemon that could learn Facade. Or, oh, I was mistaken. He can learn Facade. There we go. Now, the one kind of weak link in that particular list is Sonic Boom, but that could still theoretically come in. That could come in situationally useful if I have to battle like a Steel Pokemon or something, like a Ground Steel Pokemon. Also, I probably should have swapped him into the front of the team. Oh well. Later. Oh, wait a minute. I did swap him to the front of the team. I forgot from the moment that I swapped him to the front of the team to the moment that I challenged that trainer. Goodbye, Goldeen. And there we go. All right, let's be on our way. You know what? Actually, I know I'm constantly swapping items in and out, but I probably should swap out the experience share because if he has access to Thunderbolt this early on, it might be better to actually give him the amulet coin. Also, I've not actually checked what his nature is, so I should probably check that out as well. Hopefully, it's something good. Here we go. I had forgotten that we had gotten a Moonstone, by the way. Let's see here. Relaxed nature, which means more defense and less speed. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. He doesn't have great defense to begin with, so... I mean, I guess I'm happy that his defense is a little bit more elevated, but his speed is one of his greatest assets, so... I don't know, you gain some and you lose some. Hey, Yelper, thank you for the follow and hello. Because you followed me, you, sir, or madame, are going to get the pleasure of watching me finally, at long last, spin the prize wheel of causality. I'm going to finish off this Wingull real quick and level up to level 25, and we're going to spin that wheel. Where is it going to land? I am quite amped because it's been a while since we've been able to spin that wheel. Alright. Of course, if you follow my channel, subscribe to my channel, donate to my channel, do any of that good stuff, you get to watch me spin my prize wheel of causality, which we will do right here and right now. Let's see where it lands. look at that. It kind of got in the middle of the two of them, but definitively, it landed on Bionicle book time, which means that for approximately 2 minutes, because that's usually how long it takes, we're going to read another 2 pages from a book that I love, that I adore very much, Bionicle Chronicles #1, The Tale of the Toa. Let's go ahead and let's bring in the proper camera view for this occasion. So, where we last left off, Tahu and the rest of the Toa in Bionicle Chronicles #1, Kopaka had embarked on a perilous journey to get a new Kanohi Mask of Power, and he had managed to obtain it by creating a nifty little barge out of solid ice, but now things aren't looking so good for him. The Ice Toa didn't have time to dodge it. The ice chunk connected solidly with the side of his head, knocking him to his knees. He clung woozily to the ice, fighting to regain consciousness, but darkness seeped out from the corner of his mind, and then, suddenly, an intense vision overwhelmed him, sweeping away the flow, the lagoon, the heat, everything else. First, he found himself looking with a bird's eye view over all of Matanui. The image suddenly rushed over closer, almost as if he were falling straight towards the slopes of Mount Ihu in the center of the island. The image shifted slightly to one side, swooping down one of the mountain slopes until it reached a large clearing. There, Kopaka saw a great temple built out of stone. Then a strange, echoing voice spoke out of the darkness. "Welcome, Toa of Ice," it said, fading in and out as Kopaka struggled to free himself from the vision. "Do not be. Your mind can journey to, on behalf of the great future, of you and the others shall. All the great masks of power, together in defeat. 3 shall become. Path of Wisdom. Myself, Akamai. Of the warrior, only the uniting. Farewell." The way that this passage of the book is written, it's basically like it's like a bunch of little fragments of text separated by periods. With that, Kopaka's mind snapped back to reality. He found himself on his hands and knees on the floe, still clutching at the rapidly shrinking chunk of ice. That little accident was bad luck on top of bad judgment, he thought bleakly, as he finally faced the truth. The ice floe wasn't going to make it back to shore. That meant he had 2 choices. Try the frozen footstep method, or wait as long as he could and then attempt an enormous leap to solid ground. He decided that the second plan had a more likely chance of success, but the distance to shore seemed impossibly far. Kopaka reminded himself that he now wore the Great Mask of Strength. Perhaps it would give his legs the extra power they would need to propel him such a tremendous distance. Perhaps. Gathering his strength, Kopaka got into position and then waited. One long moment, and then another, coolly patient as he gauged the footing underneath him. And that is that for Bionicle Chronicles #1 for the time being. Of course, if you want to hear me read a little bit more from Bionicle Chronicles #1, you be sure to follow, subscribe, donate, redeem some of the Cozy Points rewards for the stream, and you will get more of that Bionicle goodness. All right, let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. Oh, it was great to read from that book. I legitimately think that is like a good book, by the way, and not just like a goofy, memey, fun little read. I really enjoy it. All right. Yelper says, I came from Kikeni's stream. I have too many Bionicle names on the mind. I am not familiar with this Kikeni fellow, but he sounds like a small individual. Shout out to Kikeni if you're out there. Take him down. Come on, you can do it. I was hoping for a one-hit KO. Now, Skarmory does have access to powerful flying type moves, but I don't think that, yeah, even if Skarmory had attacked me there, I don't think Skarmory would have been able to take me out. I think we're good. Right now, I have a grand total of 5 badges. I have, of course, the Rock Badge. I have the Fighting Badge. I have the illustrious Electric Badge. I have the Fire Badge, and I just obtained the Balance Badge, aka the Normal Badge, the 5th badge from Norman. And I'm currently taking advantage of the many grinding opportunities that exist in this game on the route to Winona's gym, because I remember Winona having quite a number of fully evolved Pokemon, and I want to make sure that I'm ready for when I eventually have to fight her. Yep, it's the Daddy Badge. That's a way of putting it, I guess. I'm quite pleased with the way I handled him, by the way. So for his Slaking, which is a, you know, on paper, very powerful Pokemon if you let him hurt you on the turns where he is able to attack. I actually used my Pelipper. My Pelipper gained access to Protect when he evolved, and I taught him Toxic. And so what I did was I basically just stalled him out whenever he was able to attack. And then when he wasn't able to attack, I used Toxic and other attacking moves like Water Gun, and that chipped him down real slow, but real good. We're 3 levels away from being able to evolve Gally, actually, so that's exciting. I don't believe that there are any more items for us to gain around here. Nope. So let's go ahead and let's get to our next challengers. I do indeed have Rock Tomb. I have Rock Tomb on my Marchtomp and someone else. I'm playing a mod of Pokemon Emerald called Emerald Cross that features a number of quality of life improvements. One of those quality of life improvements is that it basically has the kind of Nuzlocke experience baked in. So if your Pokemon die in battle, they're automatically deleted from your team without you needing to do anything. Uh-oh. Speaking of Nuzlocke, okay, I think I'm good. But I think I should swap out after this. Another quality of life improvement that Emerald Cross brings to the experience is it allows you to kind of reuse TMs multiple times. I've tried to kind of use that sparingly. I'm not just like absolutely spamming every TM I come across on every Pokemon I can teach it to. So like at any given time, I only will have like 1 or 2 Pokemon on my team that know like a TM move. Moon Emerald, I'm actually not familiar with that one. Sounds cool. Let me... I don't have a lot of potions left. I do have some berries, but that's a little bit of an oversight on my part. Let's see here. This is a cool trainer and a sailor. You know what? Let's actually... Or you know what? Actually, I'm going to keep them in. I think these 2 Pokemon are for the best. How many deaths were important? So you can see at the bottom of the screen we've had a total of 9 deaths, plus my Anorith died a little bit earlier on in the stream. I would say of those deaths, like there were some Pokemon that died along the way that I was really hoping would get to, you know, go on to evolve into, you know, much more powerful forms and kind of really make a dent on the road ahead of me. I would say probably the most important death, of them all was the death of my Machop. It was really unfortunate. I was actually leveling him up so that he could evolve into a Machoke before the normal type gym to really kind of ensure I had a relatively smooth victory there. And I made a mistake. I sent him out to battle a Slackoth, who I thought was going to be no problem at all. That Slackoth uses counter in the middle of battle, and he basically completely demolishes Machop in one blow. And it was really sad. It was sad because, you know, he was right on the verge of evolving. He was like level 26, 27. It was also sad because, you know, that was a huge chunk of my security for Petalburg Gym gone. Luckily, I was able to get through Petalburg Gym without too much issue, thanks to my Pelipper strategy that I detailed earlier. But yeah, that was pretty sad. That was pretty sad. In terms of other important deaths, I had a Lombre that I was keeping on my team for a while. I was really hoping again would kind of play more of a bigger role later on when I would be able to evolve him into a Ludicolo, but that ended up not happening. These guys have a lot of Pokemon. Holy shit. What else? The thing about Lombre, though, is that, like, again, he becomes really good when he becomes a Ludicolo because of his like coverage options and moveset. Lombre, however, is not that great, and I was just really struggling to kind of use him effectively. So I'm not, like, it didn't bum me out too much that he died. It was just, it kind of sucked. I'd say probably the only other really big significant death was I had a Numel that I had very fortuitously been able to capture on the Jagged Pass. It was great because I'd not been able to capture Numel in either of the two routes where you could get him previously, and I didn't think I was going to get him. I got him, which was great, but then he ended up dying real quickly afterwards because I ended up misusing him on one of the trainers against Flannery. They had a Numel of their own. Their Numel was able to act a little bit faster, and it was able to take me out with their magnitude. So that was unfortunate. Looking at some of the other deaths, I mean, I had a Poochyena that died really early on, but I mean, it didn't really make much of a difference. And by the way, for the record, I am on my way to the abandoned ship. I'm hoping that I can get access to Ice Beam while I'm there, because I'm definitely going to want to teach Ice Beam to my Pelipper. And I actually already have a Water Stone that I got at some point. I don't remember where I got it, but in any case, having 2 Water Stones certainly won't hurt. So I'm definitely going to want to get that as well. You know, I'm going to swap in Marsh Stomp for this one. There we go. A kind of a sad death was my Whismur, because, you know, Whismur eventually will evolve into Explode, which is a Pokemon that, you know, has a pretty large moveset. But he evolved really early. Sorry, he died really early on after I had not really been able to, like, use him all that much, so it didn't matter that much. Nincada, so Nincada was a sacrifice kill. There was another Pokemon that was going to be taken out by a rollout that was being used by a Whaler. And I realized that the only way that I was going to allow that more valuable Pokemon to survive was if I basically swapped in Nincada. So Nincada took the hit. That particular one, I didn't particularly mind that much. I mean, I was kind of hoping I could use Nincada for the electric type gym, because his ground typing would have provided a little bit of coverage, but ended up not really happening. Shedninja, Shedninja is not a bad Pokemon either. Problem with Shedninja is that he is very frail, right? And so if, for example, you were to accidentally go on that one route in the game where it's always sandstorming, and he were to be out in battle for more than one turn, he'd be dead, and that would be it. And so you got to be careful. All right. Hey, it's a star piece. Okay. Everyone's still in good health. However, my beloved Voltorb's Thunderbolt has run out of power points, so I'm going to have to restore that real quick. Goodbye. Oh, Horsey. I actually, no joke, I completely forgot up until this point that Horsey was even in the game. Unfortunately, even if I got Horsey, I wouldn't be able to bring out his full potential and evolve him into a Kingdra. But it's okay. We already have 2 decent Water-type Pokemon on our team in Marshtomp and Pelipper. We don't need any more Water-type Pokemon. Are you guys renovating the house over there?
Just finishing up.
You could not have made a creakier door than that door. Yeah, so on the subject of Swampert and how powerful he is, you know, originally when I was starting off this Nuzlocke run, I actually put out a poll on Twitter asking what starter people wanted me to use off the bat. And I was actually really hoping that they would choose Trico or Torchic, because their starters are, you know, they're still like powerful, cool Pokemon, but they're not quite as dominant as someone like Swampert, for example. And unfortunately, everyone chose Mudkip, so I decided to respect the whims of the masses. But I do wish that they had been a little bit more adventurous and recommended one of the other 2 starters. Made my life a little bit more difficult, you know. Uh-oh. Now, Wailmer doesn't have great special attack, but yeah, I was really counting on Thunderbolt being able to take Wailmer out on that one turn, and it didn't work out perfectly. Yeah, I'm hoping I can grind out a Flygon. One thing that's a little unfortunate is that it feels like there's every single Pokemon on my team at the moment is like doubly effective. Sorry, not even doubly weak, quadruply weak towards a certain type. I have Marshtomp, which is quadruply weak towards grass. I have, of course, Pelipper, that's quadruply weak towards electric type moves. And so right now, I'm like, I am slowly but surely grinding towards Flygon, but there is part of me that feels a little bit apprehensive about using him, considering not how powerful, but how weak he is towards Ice-type moves as well. But Kraka has actually proved a very reliable battler thus far in the game, so I'm going to continue to use him as I see fit. Ah. Oh. Mega Evolutions, that's nice. It's too bad that Flygon never got his Mega Evolution that he really should have gotten. And there we go. I don't know if I've ever rebattled her in any of my prior times playing Pokemon Emerald. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put Karzani in second slot. Now, unfortunately, if we want to gain access to Ice Beam, I think we're going to need to gain access to a key or two to open up some of these doors. This was one of my favorite places to explore in all of Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. I love that there's just this abandoned, cool little place out in the middle of the sea. Now, as I'm thinking through it, though, I am a little bit... There is part of me that's a little bit concerned, though, that we might not actually be able to get Ice Beam until we gain access to Dive, because you can only explore part of the ship until you gain Dive. Norman has a bigger Pokemon than Slaking. Ooh, that sounds cool. And also really challenging. I feel like doing a Nuzlocke of that game would probably be a little bit difficult. What do we want to send out? You know what? We have not given Liwa many chances to battle. Let's send him out. Unfortunately, I got rid of Liwa's wing attack for the normal gym, but Surf will more than suffice. Goodbye. There we go. Storage. That, I believe that's the room that contains Ice Beam. And if we do have to dive, then yeah, we might actually... it might be a little while longer before we can get Ice Beam, which is too bad. But the good news is that Pelipper is already very dominant even without Ice Beam, so it's not that big of a deal. Hey, it's a dive ball. Actually, that's a good point. There's underwater diving in this game, and I don't... See, the problem is unfortunately, I don't know if there are all that many great Pokemon that we can get while diving. We can get Chinchu, which can evolve into Lantern, which is like a pretty decent Pokemon. You know, dual electric water typing. And there's also Relicanth, but that guy's like electric rock typing, and it's not so great in terms of type coverage when you consider that we already have Swampert on our team. Then there's Clamperl, which evolves into Gorobus and Huntail, which are both pretty cool Pokemon, but they're kind of redundant when you consider how many water-type Pokemon I already have on my team. That's a good point. I think, with regards to the Regis, though, I think I'm going to try and get through as much of this game as possible without using any of them legendaries. If something catastrophic happens and beggars can't be choosers, I'll probably consider catching a couple of them and using them, but I'm going to try to go as much of the game without them. I know it's a static encounter, but I want to try and give myself, enough of a challenge. Yeah, these two Pokemon will probably be okay. I'd forgotten, playing through Pokemon Emerald, I'd forgotten how many new opportunities to have double battles they introduced in this game. I'd remember double battles being like one of those like kind of half-baked things in the original Ruby and Sapphire game that, you encountered every now and then but wasn't a huge part of the journey. In Pokemon Emerald, they like really stepped up the amount of double battles you could encounter, and I really appreciate it. I always have a lot of fun with double battles, even though at the moment they're not quite as polished as they would go on to be in subsequent gens. Ooh. Serves you right. If he also gets... Wow. Yeah, I talked about this on previous streams. I don't remember what they replaced the arcade with in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I don't remember at all. Oh, wish time. What time is it? 10:30. Okay. We're going at a pretty good clip. After we clear out this place and get rid of the remaining trainers outside of the abandoned ship, we'll probably... I guess we can probably stop by the Trick House real quick, and then we'll make our way to Winona. I suspect we'll be able to clear out the Weather Institute, and if we really hustle, maybe Winona is on the chopping block for this evening as well. Alright. I feel like we've used good old Photok a lot. Let's actually give somebody else a chance. I actually do wonder with regards to the whole gambling thing if it was something out of the Pokemon Company's control. Like if it was like one of those things where like a new law got passed that made it so that you can't even, you know, institute like an arcade like that in the games. Either way, like I don't particularly miss it. I never enjoyed playing any of the games in the arcade. I'm the kind of guy that if I wanted to get any of the TMs or rewards from the arcade, I would just convert money into coins and then buy the TMs that way. Just to be on the safe side, I'm actually going to swap this guy out for Liwa. He actually does not... this is one of the few instances where I don't really have a good move for this. It's fine. Karzani will be able to take him out. There we go. Goodbye, Sandslash. Alright, let's head to the top of the ship, get whatever we want to get from here, and head on out. Hey, it's a storage key. So, in Pokemon Emerald Cross, if you choose to play the game on Nuzlocke mode at the beginning, which is an option it offers you, the Pokemon will basically be immediately deleted from your party the moment that you exit the battle in which it died. Oh shit, I forgot. So it turns out you can get Ice Beam this early. Well, this is great. The Pokemon is deleted from your party the moment that the battle ends in which it died. And then a kind of ghostly version of the Pokemon will be made available in your PC that solely exists for you to kind of like move it around. You can't obviously heal it or put it back in your party. It's just there for you to kind of reminisce over if you want to. Now, you can actually teach Ice Beam to both Swampert and Pelipper, but Pelipper is the only Pokemon that we're going to want to use it on for now. Let's see here. Toxic was really useful in the normal type gym, but we don't really need it now. Plus, we need a good kind of solo move if we're in a double battle and we're battling a ground type Pokemon like before. I know it's not Swampert, it's Marshtomp, but to me, like because of their typing, because of their like move sets, I feel like the two are almost kind of interchangeable. He's level 33. He's about to evolve, so I'm almost sort of calling him that preemptively. All right, there are just a few more trainers here that we got to deal with, and then we will make our way back to Slateport, back to the Trick House, and be on our way. Yeah, I'll just keep him at the front of the party for now. There will be plenty more Pokemon I can use Voltorb with. That's the current plan. Uh-oh. No. Sorry, Goldeen, you don't have that much attack to begin with. That's, I mean, that right there is kind of the reason why I didn't want to use him in battle. I wanted to give myself a little bit more of a challenge when I started the Nuzlocke run, but everyone was, I feel, really into kind of the memery of Mudkip, and so that's why he got chosen. Can he still use a Thunderbolt? He can use one Thunderbolt. You know what? I'm going to put him at the front of the party. He'll battle alongside soon-to-be Swampert. There we go. Ooh, Staryu! It's our first time that we've encountered that individual. So, again, we have too many Water-type Pokemon on our team already, but if we didn't, I would seriously consider trying to catch a Staryu later into the game, because Starmie, let me tell you about a mensch of a Pokemon. Starmie. 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 It is Starmie. That's who it is. Oh man. Starmie was the Pokemon that single-handedly got me through the toughest part of the battle frontier towards the end of my time with my original copy of Pokemon Emerald. He, after many failed attempts, was able to completely demolish the battle arena. And I will always, forever be indebted to this great service that he performed for me. My favorite Hoenn starter, you know, I gotta be honest, I think Swampert is probably my favorite fully evolved form of the Hoenn starters, but I think I actually like Torchic more. I don't know, there's something about Torchic. I like the idea that like a kind of a wimpy animal in real life, like a chicken, is actually like kind of like a decently powerful Pokemon in the world of Pokemon. I think that Combusken is probably my favorite of like the mid-form starters. When I played Pokemon Sapphire for the very first time way back in the day, the first starter that I ever chose was a Torchic. Because during that first encounter where you choose your starter from Professor Birch, the game says on screen, you know, hurry, you gotta help Professor Birch, you gotta choose your starter real quick. And so I just hammered the A button so that I could immediately grab whichever Pokemon was first available to me. The first Pokemon that's available to you, Torchic. And so it ended up being Torchic. And I think, for the record, I think Blaziken is a real cool Pokemon. I think that Trico, Grovyle, and Sceptile are all cool Pokemon as well. But yeah, I gotta hand it to Torchic, Combusken, and Swampert. Alright. You know what? While I Thunderbolt these guys to death, I'm just going to take a quick second to stand up and do a little bit of stretching. I've been sitting for a while now, which is not good for your back health. I should be doing that like every hour on the hour. But oftentimes I tend to forget. Trico, Combusken, and Blaziken. Yeah, I really like Blaziken. I think he's a cool Pokemon. It's too bad that he started the trend of, you know, dual fire fighting starters, but it's not like that was even a trend when he first, you know, was willed into existence. All right, here we go. Oh, come on, I'm trying to battle these guys. Goodbye, Tentacool. They really do look like sister and brother. You know, Yelper, you might only be the only one really hanging out here, right now, but what can I say? Tree's a crowd. Sometimes you don't need all the people in the world to, you know, keep you company and have fun. I hope that you're having fun. Honest to God, I really love playing Pokemon, and I have especially been having a real fun time with this Nuzlocke run. Even if I was streaming for absolutely 0 people, I would still be playing it because I'm just having a gosh darn good time, in the parlance of the youths of today. Plus, we had a good number of people going earlier. You can't expect, you know, everyone to be watching your stream at all times. Eventually, you're going to have a dip, an ebb and a flow every now and then, right? Oh, I guess I already battled that guy. Alright, well, without further ado, let's head back to town. And when I get back to town, I will but I will obtain a repel to make things easier for us. Currently 10:48. Originally, when I was planning out these streams, I wanted my cutoff to be 11 p.m., but I ended up enjoying them so much that now it's like I want to cut off at 11 p.m., but my real hard cutoff is like 12 a.m. That's nice. I do, you know, swear and cuss every now and then, especially if something very bad happens on one of my streams, like one of my beloved Pokemon were to die, but generally I'm pretty family friendly. I'm not playing a ton of like M-rated games. I used to be like way more of a variety of streamer. I would stream a whole ton of weird stuff, and I eventually just kind of grew tired from that. Then I spent a really long time doing cooking on this channel, and I still plan on coming back to cooking at some point in the future, but I'm taking a bit of a break from that. Alright. We should probably heal up, because I believe that Trapinch is still paralyzed. And he probably will appreciate not being paralyzed. Ooh, that is young. Alright. I actually don't think that there are even any, like, trainers in this particular trick room challenge. Let's see here. I didn't even see a little sparkle of where he's hiding, if I gotta be honest. Is there even a new trick room challenge at the moment? Let's exit and re-enter. What the? I didn't even see where is he hiding? Oh, I know where he's hiding. Not here. There we go. All right. Looks like we're gonna have to use our strength if we want to get out of here. Goodbye, Meditite. Oh, not quite. Uh-oh. This guy's really trying to hold out. Jesus, really? I believe that the only extra items you can get in the trick house are like mails, which are actually, they're completely useless in a Nuzlocke run, but you can sell them for money if you need to. I'm largely just doing this for like completionist's sake. Also, a lot of these males I don't remember. A mech male with Magnemite. That's cool. I'm realizing, I think this is the only Pokemon game where you actually even gain access to mail. I don't remember any others. Wow, you really gain access to the scroll early on in this challenge, by the way. Let's see here. We want to make sure that we can fight all the trainers so we can get the experience. Hey, Makuita time. Goodbye. Oh, just a little bit more, and we'll be one level away from being able to evolve. Also, he has almost 100 HP. That's pretty nice. There we go, 101 XP. Okay. It's always good to have at least one Pokemon on your team, especially if you're doing a Nuzlocke run. That's like tremendously... Oh, I think I might have to swap out for this one, because this Pokemon, this is one of the few Pokemon that could really fuck up Swampert's evolutionary line. Thankfully, we have... So here's the thing. Originally, I wanted to send out Pelipper, but then I remembered that Pelipper... Oh, wait a minute. Actually, Pelipper does have Ice Beam. Pelipper would have been good. Okay, well, in lieu of Pelipper, I will be using Karzani, which has access to Acid, which is also a very good move. I gotta say, I have a lot of respect for Breloom's sprite from Gen 3. There are a lot of sprites in this game that I feel like really just nail the vibe and mood of whatever Pokemon they're trying to capture, and Breloom's is one of them. Uh-oh. I think we might need to switch. Or, you know what? Maybe we don't. Also, I don't think this Breloom has any... I don't think that he even has, like, any Grass-type moves. He hasn't used them yet. He has Mach Punch, he has Headbutt. And I get that, like, he's not using any Grass-type moves on me because I am a Grass-type Pokemon, but he had the opportunity... Oh, there we go. Mega Drain. I would have loved to have had a Breloom on this run, but alas, I did not encounter a Shroomish when I was in Petalburg Forest earlier. Alright, here we go. This is where we gotta be very careful. And there we go. There we go. I remember I used the Smoke Ball a lot back in the day when I was playing Pokemon Emerald for the first time, because I always wanted to guarantee that I could escape whatever I was fighting. And then I remember I stopped using it because I just got tired of how long the Smoke Ball animation took. Breloom's a good Pokemon. I like him. All right. No changes that need to be made to my current party. So without further ado, let's head on out. Ooh, here we go. We have Gabby and Ty. There was a great webcomic back in the day. I've talked about this on some of my prior streams. A great webcomic over on the Cerebi.net forums called Reporters that was about Gabby and Ty's. They would like travel across the multiverse and battle other like Nintendo characters from like the mid 2000s. I have done New Mauville. That's how I obtained my Voltorb, which you can see over here. I was really, really hoping that I would gain access to a Magnemite because I would much prefer to have Magneton for Winona's gym, but unfortunately, this is where the dice landed. And there we go. See ya. I like Gabby and Ty. I think they're cool NPCs. Yeah, let's do an interview. I can see why they were memorable. I can see why that one webcomic was made of them. Chores. There we go. That was a big thing in this generation, by the way. People would ask you your thoughts on things, and you would respond with like 1 or 2 word responses that would barely make any sense. Oh, there is no way I'm going to be able to get to the 7th gym in time. You have to remember that there's quite a bit of trekking after Winona's gym that we're going to have to do, and I already have my like hard cutoff at about an hour from now. Remember that I still have to do the Weather Institute before I take on Winona, so yeah, not going to get around to the 7th gym, unfortunately. But 6th gym, I think if I hustle, I can eke it out. Yeah, I'll just... He's quite a bit higher level than everyone else in the party, but... Again, it'll be good to get him to level 36, because it'll be good to have, like, just a strong-ass, powerful Pokemon in my party that no one else can handle. Goodbye. Alright. See you around, Irwin. Oh, wow. There's a lot more trainers around here. You know what? Tannock Cal has not been given many opportunities to really level up a lot. So I just realized the random background music that's playing in this route, it's actually the same background music that plays at the beginning of the game when Professor Birch is introducing you to the world of Pokemon. I am unfortunately not going to be able to make Wednesday. Typically, I only, for context, I only do these streams on Monday because I typically have a lot of other things going on in the evenings of the other days of the week. And this week in particular is quite the week because I'm actually preparing for a trip to Spain. I'm going to be visiting the Iberian Peninsula this upcoming Saturday until the Sunday following. Oh no. Oh. If he had used that on Kraka, that I might have actually been in kind of big trouble. You know what? I'm going to use Strength, and I'm going to have him use Dig. Yeah, I'll definitely do a raid. If you have any suggestions of who you'd want to raid, by all means, let me know. I am definitely open to suggestions. Oh, Absol, you're always using that one wind move that just ultimately proves so ineffectual. Oh, here we go. Evolution time. Those were two pretty powerful Pokemon. Here we go. In the future, after I return from my trip to Spain, I might actually start doing these Pokemon streams more frequently throughout the week. Because, yeah, anybody in the streaming business will tell you that if you want to make a name for yourself on Twitch, you gotta stream more frequently than not frequently. Oh, look at his cute little sprite. Again, with me, it's just a matter of, like, finding the kind of time to do so and not burning myself out. I do have a, you know, good-ass normal 9-to-5 day job during the day. During which I'm also seated at a computer doing computery stuff. So, you know, I gotta make sure that I pace myself properly. Big Beard Ballin. Okay, sounds good. What kind of stuff does this Big Beard Ballin individual do? He sounds like a swell individual. Is he also a Pokemon streamer? That guy she probably has electric type Pokemon. Let's battle these two first. Soul Links. Okay. Okay. Not bad. I'll definitely give him the raid when the time comes. Come on. Goodbye. Hey, wow, we've been leveling up a lot lately. Good job on us. Alright, she probably has grass-type Pokemon, so... Actually, you know what? This is a good opportunity for us to send Liwa out into battle. Now, most of the berries that we can get in this garden over here aren't really going to be useful for our voyage, but I am a bit of a completionist, so we're going to take a moment to pick him up. You gotta love Ice Beam's animation from Gen 3. Goodbye. Actually, as I pick up these berries, I realize these could actually theoretically be useful. Koala berries, these are the berries that lower any special defense EVs you might have accumulated, right? This could actually be useful if, towards the end of my run... okay, sorry, I meant Greppa berries. Koala berries, though, those do the same for another stat, though, right? But yeah, these could be useful towards the end of my run if I want to kind of help maximize some of my Pokemon's EVs a little bit so they have a better shot at the Elite Four. Or anyone I know is streaming. No, I'll give Big Beard Ballin the raid because I've already kind of raided the people that I follow enough in the past. I'm always open to raiding new people and saying hi. Let's chat with the Berry Master real quick. He'll give us a couple of berries, and then we'll be on our way. It's another one of these NPCs that ask you for a saying. I don't really want to do it, so we'll chat later. Alright. We'll clean up here and grab this last item, and we will head into the uber tall grass. Now, per the rules of the Nuzlocke run we're on, there's only one Pokemon that we really have a chance of encountering here that we can still catch, which is a Tropius. However, we were in this route a little bit earlier, and we actually had a real tough time trying to catch him, so we'll see if we can do so now. The other Pokemon we can catch around here in the tall grass is Kecleon, but we only have a 1% chance of actually encountering him in the grass. Sounds good, Yelper. Alright. It's funny, these are two Pokemon that are both known for being, like, super fast. Oh boy. Here we go. Goodbye, Ninjask. Now, I love Tropius a lot. I think he's a real cool Pokemon. I don't necessarily know how viable he's going to be in the long term. We already have, you know, Gloom, which is a grass-type Pokemon we're continuing to level up bit by bit. We also have Pelipper, who's part flying type. And so we're certainly not lacking in flying type Pokemon on our team. But maybe, who knows, maybe he'll prove his mettle. Yes, I did, actually. I did encounter a shiny. It was very tragic. I encountered a shiny Electrike on that one route that snakes around the bike route. And it was well after I had already caught the Pokemon, my allotted Pokemon for that route, and so I could only kill it. Very sad. Actually, if you go over to my Twitter account, at AlexKozina, AlexKozina, you can actually see a clip on my Twitter account that I clipped out of me finding Electrike and just being overcome with shock and dismay. Goodbye, Silcoon. Oh, one more. Here we go. Ooh. Shiny Oddish. That sounds like it would be a really, real nice shiny. I think it's green, right? Yeah, that sounds really good. Oh no, why'd you release it? Was this an accident? Because I would, heaven forbid I would ever release a shiny. In Pokemon Fire Red, I was very fortunate. I encountered a shiny Rhyhorn in the Safari Zone, and I threw, no joke, like 8 Safari balls at it, and finally, at long last, it managed to stay inside the ball. It was just a very, very, very tense encounter. Alright. Who do we want to level up a little bit more around here? He sends out the one bug Pokemon that I'm not like super effective against. You know, I'm wondering, like, I was about to propose maybe I could just like speed on to Fortree City, but I'm pretty certain that I actually have to complete the Weather Institute if I want to do that. So you know what? I know that we all wanted to see Winona just get her shop absolutely wrecked on today's stream, but I think that for tonight's stream we'll probably end up closing it out by completing the Weather Institute first, and then we'll be taking on Winona on our next stream. I think that in terms of just the overall kind of timeline of things, that's what makes the most sense for me right now. Oh, come on. Fucking hit it. This is a long battle. So right now, like, it's 11:15, and I said that my hard cutoff would be at 12, but I think even if I really kind of try and power through and complete the Weather Institute super fast, I mean, I guess the thing is that I do want to kind of enjoy myself. I don't love like speeding through areas, only beating the required trainers and then going back to them later on. I like to kind of like slowly but surely kind of make my way through it. Okay, I guess this guy's probably going to have a Dustox. There we go. All right, and here we go. Dustox time. I don't have an Abra, unfortunately. The few times I encountered Abra during this run, it was all at points in the game where I could no longer, you know, add another Pokemon to my party from the route where I encountered it. Goodbye, Dustox. There we go. I mean, I have, like, Minun, who's currently in my party. I have, speaking of which, I probably will want to switch him out for this one. And I have Electrode. Of course, I have Swampert, which is very powerful. And yeah, that's kind of it. Obviously, my Gloom and my Trapinch, you know, aren't exactly the greatest Pokemon to use against Winona, but, you know, they're there, supplying a bit of window dressing. I don't think we're going to need to worry about any of our Pokemon dying towards Winona. We have a lot of Pokemon at this point that are pretty powerful, and we have a lot of coverage moves that can help kind of pick up the slack. You know, I'm gonna give Kraka another shot, but I'm gonna heal him up a little bit with a potion. Oh, okay. This guy actually might know some water moves, but I'm gonna wing it. There we go. Goodbye, Surskit. Now, I'm pretty sure that's all the bug-type trainers in the Mimic Circle. But there might be maybe a few just a little bit west of here. Have we fought this guy already? I guess so. Alright, well, that's it for the Mimic Circle. If I remember correctly, I think there's like some sort of event you can take place there. Oh no, there's a place in Fortree City where there's like a guy that sends out his Wingull to do the mail. That's what I was thinking of. Normally I would run from this kind of encounter, but he's like twice his level, so... Oh, come on, really? You gotta still give me a bit of a heart attack? I probably should have swapped out with someone else. It's okay. Ooh, hold on. It's a Magikarp, so I think I should still be okay. No, sir, that was not a good move. Really? He's still alive? Any Pokemon that I want at this point? I mean, I just want to get a few more Pokemon on my team so that I can just round the team out a little bit more. Like I said, I think that... Gali and Liwa, these two are pretty solid locks. I think Karzani's a pretty solid lock. These other three guys, I'm a little bit iffy about. What I would love is just to get, again, more Pokemon on my team that kind of offer more type coverage. Potentially, also that aren't like 4 times as weak towards another type. I would love to get an Absol, which is coming up pretty soon at Mount Chimney. Only thing about Absol is that he's pretty rare, and you have a much greater chance of encountering like a Chimico on that same particular little stretch of grass where you can catch him. I guess I probably it wouldn't hurt to get my hands on a Ghost at this point. Thing is I'm kind of I'm a little bit more preferential towards Dusclops over Bannet. But Bannet is also a more powerful attacker. His attack set is that much better, so we'll see. Oh, you know, it wouldn't hurt to actually get a good Ice-type Pokemon on our team. The only problem is that, like, the two big options that you have in Hoenn are Spheal and Snorunt. Now, Snorunt will evolve into Glalie, which is decent, but he's nothing like super exceptional. Of course, Spheal will eventually evolve into a Walrein, which is a good, solid-ass Pokemon, but he's also part Water-type, and again, I kind of don't want to have too many Water-type Pokemon on my team. I already have 2 of them. Sharpedo, not a bad Pokemon. I don't dislike Sharpedo, but again, it's another water-type Pokemon, and I really need to kind of restrict how many of those that I have on my team. And the problem is that, like, you know, I've very kind of lightly planned out, like, what Pokemon are ahead of me on my run that I can still get, that I can still kind of, like, fish. And it's largely just water Pokemon. Like, there are not a lot of other major Pokemon of note, outside of a couple of things here and there that I can still get that aren't water Pokemon. Now, there is something we've not talked about, is there is the Safari Zone coming up. The Safari Zone actually has a lot of pretty unusual and pretty powerful Pokemon that we'll definitely want to take advantage of. But I don't know yet exactly what I'm going to get there. If I got a Rhydon, like, I could probably make do with a Rhydon. Rhydon, unfortunately, 4 times weak towards both grass and water type moves. But pretty powerful, and it has access to a pretty wide move pool, so I could do with him. Growlithe is not available in Pokemon Emerald. I don't know if maybe there's some like post-game content where you could get him, but I'm pretty sure during the main campaign you can't get Growlithe. You can get Vulpix, but Vulpix is only available at Mount Pyre, which is the same location where you can get Absol. So maybe we'll get a Vulpix when we're trying to get Absol, actually. Alright, another upcoming battle here. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, I know about that. I actually, I've been very lucky in that while exploring Meteor Falls thus far, I haven't encountered a Solrock there, which has meant that I've not kind of wasted my one chance at getting my one Nuzlocke Pokemon for that region. Problem is that the room where you can get Bagon, it's like I think it's like a 50-50 chance of it being Bagon or someone else. And so for that reason, chances of getting a Salamence are very slim, but I'll take it if I can get it. If I manage to get a Bagon at the very end of my journey, via the technique you just described in Meteor Falls, I'll definitely take it. I just think it is unlikely. The rules of the Nuzlocke? Do you mean like just the rules of a Nuzlocke run in general, or are you saying like of this specific Nuzlocke? Because it's outside of like the extra little quality of life improvements that this mod of Pokemon Emerald brings to the experience, it's a pretty standard Nuzlocke run. There's no like randomizers, there are no like other weird rule sets. It's just pretty much just Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. We should get a Leaf Stone at some point. Come on. Come on. Okay, well, I'll have to switch out, because if he gets a crit, I'm done for. Probably Liwa. Not a problem, Yelper. Hope you enjoy your meal. I really wish I could have gotten my hands on like a really good fighting type Pokemon. I had that Machop that I was going to evolve into a Machoke, that tragically died way early on. I would have, even though I wouldn't have been able to evolve him into a Machamp, I still would have kept him through to the Elite Four. But the way that things are currently looking, I don't think there are going to be any other fighting options for me. I could... yeah, I could actually get like a Makuhita or a Hariyama at the Elite Four if I want to make a last-minute addition to my team. That's always an option. Oh, here we go. Another double battle opportunity. Before I do that, I'm just going to go and explore this area a little bit. Also, I am shocked. We have not encountered our Tropius or our Kecleon just yet. Check this out. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to Thunderbolt this guy because I feel like the XP will be worth it. And when the rain begins to fall... I need to memorize the lyrics of that one song. That's When the Rain Begins to Fall, sung by Jermaine Jackson. It's from a movie called Voyage of the Rock Aliens. Go check it out, because it's really wild. Uh-oh, who's it gonna be? Again, come on. Give us Tropius. Give us Tropius. I know you can do it. Now, a lot of flying type trainers around here. One of these guys is definitely a flying type trainer. So I'm going to keep Photok in the party. And you know what? I'll keep Kraka in. If it seems like it would be more advantageous for me to switch him out, I'll switch him out. Actually, I think she's going to have grass-type Pokemon, so I think I will want to switch him out. Alright. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, interesting. I thought there was going to be a grass-type trainer. I guess not. Okay. Goodbye, Goldeen. Ooh, bad choice. Ooh, that was an especially bad choice. He could have done some damage if he chose to attack Kraka instead. Alright. Probably didn't need to waste a Thunderbolt on that turn, actually. I probably could have used something else. There we go. Ever so slowly, we are inching closer to being able to evolve into a Vibrava. Lots of additional trainers that we can battle here. You know what? I'm actually going to avoid these guys because the Weather Institute is coming up real quick. They have a PC box. I'm actually going to swap out a Pokemon or two in my party just so that I can use them to grind a little bit. Alright, here we go. The Weather Institute, the final dungeon of tonight's proceedings. Let's see here. still want to make sure that Vakama is in good strength, so I'm going to swap someone else out with him. Do I want to swap out Galley? It's always good to have someone like him in the party. Actually, you know what? I think Lee was in good shape. I'm going to swap him out. And there we go. All right. Let's just go and clear out some of the nearby trainers first. I always wanted to see what the upper left side of the Weather Institute building looked like, but you can't really, unfortunately. All right, another Photok and Kraka takedown. Oh, Slugma. This is a surprise. Yeah, take that, Ninjask. You think that you're the fastest Pokemon in the game, but Photok, in this one instance, is just a little bit faster. If Kraka was still above ground, I would have actually had him focus his attacks on Coughing as well, because Coughing can self-destruct, and it can be very destructive if not careful, so... Here we go. Fast aid, gang. Let's do this. Wow, look at Kraka. Yay, Vakama leveled up. Here we go. I'm surprised he didn't try to approach me from further back. Hello, Yelper. Goodbye. Tropius. Here we go. You know what? I just realized it's raining outside. If it wasn't raining, I would send out Vakama, because Vakama could... Actually, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Let's see how debilitating the rain is. Ooh, that's not great. Oh, but he did burn him, so maybe I'll stick this out a little bit longer. I'm glad the Passo is good, by the way. You know what? Let's use Rock Throw. I don't gain... Oh, shit. Oh, I think I'm okay, but it's definitely a very back and forth affair. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Goodbye, Tropius. You want to talk about good-ass sprites from Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Tropius' sprite, one of the greatest of all time. Excellent sprite. Alright, let's go and complete the Weather Institute. And close out tonight's stream. Hello. Goodbye. Alright. We'll keep rotating our Pokemon so nobody feels like they're being left out. See you next time, Yelper. This is the one Pokemon that I can't fight. Alright, well... You know what? Just to punish this Aqua Grunt, really show that I'm not happy, I'm sending out Swampert. And now, you don't see me. Oh, thank you. I mean, I'm not, like... Right now, I'm not necessarily kind of keeping track of my followers. It's not really a priority of mine, but you are right. That I am on my way to getting 400 followers in due time. Oh, well... Nice of you to continue to join me for further into the evening, then. You know what? Let's swap in Vakama here. I feel like any Water-type Pokemon these two trainers send out, my Gloom can handle. They didn't even send out any Water-type Pokemon this time around. If anything, Vakama is going to actually be more useful in this battle because it can actually beat Zubat with its Rock Throw. Here we go. Carvana time. Goodbye, Zubat. Oh, for a Pokemon that could have attacked first in that instance, it kind of wasted it with Rage. Aw, thank you, Yelper. You're a cool guy. Alright, just a few more trainers, and we will be good. I'm surprised Gloom is not fully leveled up yet. Alright, well, let's continue on then. Well, looks like we're swapping out again. Let's give Minen a bit of a chance. Yeah, we should swap Gloom back in. And there we go. And finally we have Shelly. Who do we want to have first? You know what? On the off chance she leads with Golbat, we should have Minen first. There we go. Even in Gen 3 she had a good sprite. I mean, it would be, on the subject of dark types, it would be great to get Absol, but again, the chances of me successfully capturing it, considering its chances of encountering it, are quite slim. Yeah. Let me just clean up things first at the Weather Institute before we raid. Do I want to teach it Charge? No, I'm good with these moves. Mighty Yenna. You know, let's give Galley a chance to use its raw power. We'll close out the stream that way. And there we go. And hey, Vakama got to level 27. That's nice. Oh no. Alright. See you later, Yelper. What do we want to call Castform? We've been naming all of our Pokemon Bionicle names thus far. What do we want to call this guy? I feel like it would be It would be a little bit too convenient to kind of name him after like a shape-shifting Bionicle character, but then again, I feel like that's the right option. Let's see, Bionicle characters. If any of you are familiar with any Bionicle characters... oh, you know what? I know what to call this guy. We're calling this little guy Rudaka. Alright, and now I think we gotta kind of exit and re-enter for everything to kind of reset at the Institute. I'm just gonna do that real quick just so that we can chat with everyone around here. And then we will go and save up and be on our way. Oh, you know what? So I'm talking with people here because I remembered that one of them was holding on to like a Mystic Water. Actually, it's Cast Form that's holding on to the Mystic Water, so I just got to go and check it out at its PC. See you later, Yelper. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to save right here real quick. Before we go ahead and close out this stream with a raid, a reminder that next Monday I am not going to be doing a stream as I will be off in the Iberian Peninsula exploring Barcelona and Spain. So you can look forward to my next Pokemon stream on June 13th. And maybe after that, if I have a little bit more free time during the week, I'll do streams more frequently after work. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and raid Big Beard Ballin. Y'all go and have fun and treat him well.